Yep. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Anywhere you are able to watch my video setup for this week, welcome to my channel again where I analyze the market feel for every possible currency pair you wish to trade. Whatever is your bias, whatever your feel regarding this market, just notice that we are having different market view entirely. We see market in a different way based on the experience and where you have learnt your setup from. But if you are if you learn your setup maybe from watching maybe YouTube video or whatever, you still had a lot of things to do. In which I would recommend you to have a sound and reliable mentor who can teach you how to analyze the market perfectly. I'm not saying I'm the best and I'm not saying I'm the pro. No matter who teach you how professional you are, just know that loss is constant on this forex market. And at the same time, if somebody tells you that he's going to teach you, you can never make any loss, the person is trying to deceive you. In which you can never take any trade without making loss. But eventually, your profit should overcome your loss. Before we proceed, I would like us to firstly look into DXY. DXY normally tells me the market direction, the strength and the weakness of UX dollar in a particular week, day, month, or hour. Unlike yesterday on my Zoom class, I'm trying to explain the DXY to some of my students that the DSY, you should pay attention to DSY. DSY will actually tell us overall market bias, what you need to pay attention to. In which I remember I told them that DXY need to feel this support, particular support, and you can see that price is almost react to that soon currently, but eventually, if you use technical analysis, you can see that for the past numbers of day now, dollar is weak. And if you are trading using technical analysis, if you know how to, those of you that I teach how to trade trend breakouts, as well as if you are teaching, I teach you trend breakout and how to trade trend line using Fibonacci retracement. You agree with me that on daily time frame, dollar is currently weak for now, in which probably it might hit here, but if price finally break here, expect dollars to come to weak to as low as $93 or whatever they call it. But somebody like me, I still see here as a strong support in which it takes only news for price to go below this level. And now, since the price has break this particular trend line here, we have a lot of information here to those of you that I teach, like something like M, whatever, and the M break the neckline, which here happen to be the neckline, in which if you are looking for a retest now, price still need to come back here, from here back here as a retest, in which maybe Bitcoin might sell all the way from, it might start selling any moment from now, or probably not. But if price finally break this particular support, definitely you can see that Bitcoin can still keep buying up to around 31 to 28,000 dollars. But in this scenario, you can easily agree with me that currently dollar is what is currently weak and it has found a support around this level already. Let's now wait at the end of today or closing candle of tomorrow candle if price will eventually break this support. But if price fails to break this support, definitely dollar might be strong for any moment from tomorrow or coming week, all the way from here to this level here, from here to here, as a as a perfect retest here. Now that is the perfect retest, or possibly price might break that resistance again, because if you are looking at this picture on monthly time frame or weekly time frame, there is still a particular place, the supply zone in which price needs to fail, even though if the dollar is going to weak. Now, in that way, let's leave that dollar for now. We are expecting dollar to come down to as low as 101, 193 something, whatever you bias. Now let's choose to Euro USD. If you check Euro USD and DSY have a similar chart, but in opposite direction. Look at DSY now, it break a trend line, that is changing of market structure, breaking or shifting in market structure, or whatever strategy you call it. That is now from uptrend down to uptrend to downtrend, in which we need a confirmation now for all to continue this chart. But on in case of Euro USD, if you look at Euro USD now, Euro USD is in opposite direction as well. Now I have this setup for a very long time, maybe about 1 month ago. I have done this setup. Look at this channel as well. It's almost similar to Euro USD and DSY setup. Now look at here, when price goes up, retrace, goes up to break the trend line, retest back. Then from here the price has started buying, in which initially we expect the price to reverse around here, but instead price to reverse, the price keep going up. If you know how to, those of you that teach how to use channel with Fibonacci, if you feel this movement now, you can see that currently price is around the area of selling, in which around this one is a supply zone where we are expecting USD to sell in massively. Here where we expect the price to sell simply because here is at discount level. If you check your Fibonacci properly, you see that here is around 50% Fibonacci retracement, in which all this zone price will eventually will surely be expected. Look at the way price was expected, as if it's going to continue sell down to this level, but instead go back to a proper sniper entry, in which if you want to sell USD, to those of us who happen to be a long position trader, you might place a sell here and put your stop loss above here or above here, which is very risky. For somebody like me, if at the end of today, this candle, this current daily candle close as a pin bar, then tomorrow you should always look for opportunity to sell Euro USD, in which when you pay attention to the lower time frame, this this Euro USD actually selling already. Now we agree on this. Now break out even though if you can't sell, which I believe that the next Euro USD movement should break this particular support. Even though if you can't wait for price to react to this support, look at another thing again. You can easily sell all the way from here to here, this area now, which is not bad. You have make a lot of profit if you can sell all the way from here. But immediately you sell all the way from here and you are all the way and price get to this one, it is very easy for you to lock your profit, to which eventually I believe that the price will go below this level and come down here. And another thing, you can even use your Fibonacci retracement again. If you look at, you can connect your trend line. The trend line now will now give us another interpretation that whatever happened to this market, definitely this is what you need to pay attention to now. Once this trend line, if you are afraid of taking a trade from here, immediately this trend line is broken, the price you did a retest again, then you sell all the way from here to here. This is where the trend line started, in which if you shoot to time frame like 4 hour time frame, you can see that it's a perfect trend line in which we are expecting price to react to. Look at it now. We are just waiting. We are waiting for the market anticipation that what is going to happen now. Those of you that I teach how to use C trader, make use of C trader and your BTMM template to look for possible entry. Now we need maybe like news that will trigger this movement. The price will drop down here, the price drop down to this level, you can go up again. But I'm expecting price to break this trend line. Immediately price to break this trend line, then Euro USD will continue selling. Do we have any other interpretation on 15-minute time frame? Let's check. Now on 15-minute time frame, the price has started ranging. This ranging doesn't mean that the price is going to sell. You have to wait for perfect confirmation, in which this sell might end up coming down to this level now. If you are selling all the way from here, your TP1 is here, and if you look at it properly, immediately price react to this one, it has already they will break a trend line already successfully, in which you just need to retest a little bit, then start selling massively. This is a trend line we draw on daily time frame. That is for Euro USD. Let's check for GBP USD. GBP USD. Now look at GBP USD as well. Wow, I even have a clean and clear setup for this one. Mm, let's check on daily time frame. What do I have on daily time frame? I don't think, when did I do this setup? Okay, where is this tools to the front? Let me just clear this straight up. I can't see anything there. It's like my setup is right. Okay, I mean my setup, my network is doing rubbish again as usual. But I'm going to use another application later today. Let me launch my application. That one will really help. Now, let's check GBP USD on the time frame as well. Hmm. If you check this again, this is daily time frame. Let's check this on daily time frame. I'm having problem with my network again. Okay, again, then we can easily connect our trend line again here. Hmm. You can see this now. Trend line breakout. Our retest will come back. I'm expecting price to come back to here. This one now. In which, if you look at here, another key level of resistance is here. That is our resistance. If you check history now, you can see the way the price go back all the way from here, say, and continue. If you flip from here to here, it should give you around 72 Fibonacci, I mean 61% Fibonacci level as area of an entry for you to join the sell. And by the time you switch to lower time frame, you agree with me that the price has started selling already. In which, if you look at it, you are only waiting for confirmation. If at the end of today, all this trade close in the pin by, look at this one, could give us a perfect sniper entry. Sniper entry. Sniper entry. Let me just bring let me bring the can down to the entry. Look at sniper entry there now. Hmm. That is the sniper entry, in which they sell all the way from here down to your short position is all the way from here surplus TP and TP is here. You can see that you risk a little to get large numbers of people that this one is going to drop. But in another case, that is what you saw on GBP USD. Now, I only due to just because I don't have much time to analyze the market today. Let's check Bitcoin. Let's check on Bitcoin. BTC USD. This is the only coin I'm going to analyze for today. Maybe later I have a reliable network. I'm going to do short video on some other coin as well. But currently I only analyze Bitcoin. So if I analyze Bitcoin, you can try and check Mana UXDT. Now on Bitcoin has been on bullish movement for the past maybe let's say 1 week now, in which if you check this chart, like I say and I explained to my student back then that if yesterday candle didn't close properly, then definitely if didn't go close as a bearish or any sign of rejection, you should see Bitcoin continue buying again. And if you check now, Bitcoin is around 21,500 plus, which is about to break this particular resistance here. But another thing is this: can Bitcoin exceed this level where we have additional order block demand soon? Now, there's no point for us to join into the sell now because we don't have any strong connection and price is still ranging within 21 to 18 21 18 6 month. But if price manage to lift that soon, look at another level here where we have where price break on monthly time frame. Can price exceed this level? That is 25,000. If yes, fine. If no, fine. But there is no strong reason for you to sell Bitcoin now because if you look at the previous day candle is indecision, the current day candle is showing a bullish momentum. And if eventually, if you look at this setup on monthly or weekly time frame, like I say, price break a trend line in which we are even expecting price to come back to somewhere around here before it can continue selling, maybe somewhere around here. If since we have missed the setup, to those of you who know how to trade demand and supply zone and other block or somewhere around here, because price has not failed all this moment, all this FEG for a very long period of time. But now we are having the level of resistance here. If price, in as much price fails to break here, can price break this level again? We are now having another key level around here and here. If price manage to break here, definitely price will need to react to this one before it can continue selling. To somebody like me, I see Bitcoin now as a bullish trap. That is, numbers of people is going to focus on buy, 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 buy. At the end of the day, your money will be what? Where you are supposed to sell and you are buying. I'm having another coins like that managers for now until this setup is on daily time frame, in which it has not even did any pullback. Let's assume that you want to join the buy. It has not done any reasonable pullback for you here. I can only buy what I mean now, except the price come down here, I can never join the buy now. I can only buy if any daily candle close, another daily candle open and close above this demand, supply zone. Only if any daily candle close above this demand zone, definitely I can buy here. In future, then stop loss will be below here. Then here will be the next TP1, TP2, TP3. But in this case now, the price is at a key level of resistance in which we are looking for original support to what? To do what? To buy. When we are looking for opportunity to sell with a series of confirmation, you can confirm from here, breakout, return, sell, confirmation again, sell, another series of confirmation. Probably this is what is going to happen again, because here is a key level of resistance except if price break this particular resistance. Now what do we have on 4 hour time frame? Let's check 4 hour time frame. We are having this information on 4 hour time frame. Network is loading. You can see on 4 hour time frame, price keep ranging. Probably it might break above or continue selling. Anything can happen. So somebody like me now, I can't just jump into the buying bias, because I don't see any reason for me to buy for now, because the price has not given me any confirmation to buy or to sell. Simply because price is very very close to the resistance. It is very dangerous to buy at the resistance and very dangerous to sell and the support. It's very very dangerous to buy again when price has already close to the resistance, and it is very very dangerous to sell again when price has already close to the support level. Now, but before I move, let's check gold. Hmm, gold has been doing wonder, and gold now, gold as well did the magic, but let's check gold on daily time frame. I think it's at 61% area of it's closing to a sell zone. Now I did the setup. I think okay, I use mobile phone to analyze the setup. Okay, let's clear the charts. I'm not going to focus on bigger time frame, because to those of you who understand the setup, I have done this analysis numbers of times, and this is what I have. This is daily time frame. I'm saying I'm expecting price to come back here possibly here. Okay. Using Fibonacci retracement. Alright, so my entry should be here, and price has already kissed that level. But if I'm to sell on this time frame, I'm going to risk high. price has already kissed my entry, but before I can buy, I can say I would like the price to fill the size of this place before I look for entry. The current sale might be trap as well, and it is very possible for price to come back to this all time high, but DXY will tell us exactly what we need to do. So for me to trade any of dis USD pair or Bitcoin or whatever, I will wait for DXY, the reaction of DXY at dat key level of support. So if today cancel closed, I will keep watching. If tomorrow cancel didn't react to the support, I will keep waiting, because this is not my father market. I don't need to trade ignorantly simply because missing trade is better than losing trade. Missing trade is better than losing trade. And if you check USDJPY, I'm not going to analyze that. I'm just trying to see maybe I can pick it up. USDJPY should be a long term sell. If USDJPY is selling, gold will be buying. We are going, yeah, I remember when I did the analysis for this setup, you can see power of setup now. Power of setup. Very simple. This analysis has been done for a very long period of time. We broke the trend, did a successful retest, and started selling. Can DSY, can USDJPY can it be far continue buying all the way from here? Probably it might buy up to this level, because on bigger picture I have this one as a key level of resistance. Why I'm expecting price to come down to as low as this level as a key level of support on a bigger time frame, which I don't need to focus do any analysis. I'm just trying to show you my own view regarding market. If you are using any strategy, BTML, ICT, SMH, or what do you call it, whatever strategy you are using, you might see my own setup in a different way, or maybe we are almost in the same conclusion. Just focus more. The objective is just to profit. But if you find it very difficult to understand most of all these things, and they are like new things to you, I will advise you to seek a mentorship. I don't ask you to come to me to teach you by all means, because I charge according to your weakness, in which eventually you will never regret you learn the concept